Video is landing on your For You page. God told you to put your life on private mode. You're about to find out why. All right, now you could be any zodiac sign. The reading is general and timeless. So just take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't for the next person. If you would like a personal tarot reading, a private one-on-one session with me, Akashic Records, or to join our Patreon for sacred wealth activation and more exclusive tarot videos, check out that box below and the pinned comment. It does have everything that you will need. And thank you for being here today. If my energy or my readings resonate with you, feel free to like, share, subscribe, go click on that notification bell so you can know when the next reading does come out. All right, now for this reading, I love that this card actually comes out before I started talking. You come from a place of love and you have no time for the foolery, for the bullshit. Collective. Where we have charming, graceful, and kind-hearted beauty. You are someone that your life went on private mode, but actually because you are such an empath, okay? You are a super empath. And because of that, you started to protect your energy more. You started to, and like what I'm getting, is like more physical boundaries, where it's like private life, happy life. We have free-spirited adventure, risk, conflict, avoiding, blocking, pushing away. What I'm seeing here is you don't have like walls up. They can very well, and I'm also hearing like now gatekeep. 144 as I say that, where it's not gate kept. You gotta have the right frequency to open the gate. You gotta have the wristband, where pure intentions, right? Soul alignment, pure intentions. Ultimately, that's really what this is. You have boundaries of, anyone could come into my life, but please come to my life with love, with respect, reciprocity. Don't bring conflict and drama, into your life. And so your life went on private to protect your kind heart. It says graceful and kind-hearted. And it's a crazy world, right? We have free-spirited adventure and then risks. Where I'm seeing, especially as someone who is showing up pure-hearted here. It's risky in this crazy world, right? Where there's more of the other side of things. There's more ill intentions. There's more all of that other stuff than just complete, pure, authentic truth. Authenticity is rare. And because authenticity is rare, your life went on private mode. It's just more of your avoiding, blocking, like pushing away the conflict that doesn't serve you. And you're not like running from conflict. Conflict is also natural in life. Unnecessary conflict, the noise, where it's like, that got nothing to do with me. Actually, that's not true at all. That's what I'm seeing in this reading. So let's dive a little bit deeper. What do we have for this reading on the collective's life went on private mode, door to spirit. The gate opens. The gate will automatically open. You don't gatekeep your energy, or like personality, etc. What I'm getting more in this reading is you're rare and you know it. You are authentic, but you're also an energy, a soul, a free spirit that should be protected. It should be valued. It should be cherished. And so it's more of you've set these boundaries for yourself in your life. And the door will open if they're coming in like a white dove. The door opens automatically. All right, let's grab another card and then we'll get some tarot. What do we have for the collective on? Their life just went private and they're finding out why. The Lady of the Gift over here. Look at that. Generosity, receiving, withholding. For the collective. What do we have for this reading on? Their life went on private mode. Here's why. The big picture. Angelic help. Divine order, natural law. Especially with divine order and natural law. I don't see you as someone who runs from conflict. You're unwilling to... I'm going to pick up a card that just fell. I love that these two cards fell. Actually, this further confirms what I'm saying. Of this card here, indecision, it represents fate, victory. Unknown, and then victory. You're not someone who's like, ego, and it's my way or the highway. There's an unseen order. You're following divine order, soul destiny, whatever resonates with you. Just say, for example, you're a tarot reader, right? And like say, I don't know, someone who's Catholic comes into your space, into your house. Don't bring that conflict over here. That's unnecessary. Like if something is karmically fated, conflict with your spouse, conflict, etc. What this reading is saying is that you don't run from conflict. You know when to pick up the sword and when to not. You know when it's unnecessary to use any weapons or, that's what I'm seeing here. The big picture, angelic help. Eagle's eye view. That's how you live your life. So this reading is beautiful. It's very interesting too. But yeah, it's the kind of thing of like, don't bring unnecessary energy my way. All right, let's dive deeper. In the tarot, what do we have for the collective on their life went on private? They're about to find out why. Why do we have heart chakra, door to spirit? You're also just unwilling to deal with people's projections, of like whatever's their stuff. What do we have for the collective today? For beauty, possibilities, conflicted, escaping. Graceful, kind-hearted, free-spirited, adventure, risk, decisions, conflict, avoiding, pushing, blocking. What do we have for the collective on? Their life just went private, and here's why. Your life went on private, hermit mode. All right, so let's go a little bit deeper as to here's why, or why, just in general, for the collective. Why do we have graceful, kind-hearted, free-spirited, risk, conflict, and avoiding, blocking, pushing away? Why the Hermit card here for the collective's life went on private? Why the Hermit card for why did the collective's life go on private? Divine order. Why the Hermit card and Justice card for the collective's life went on private? We're going to grab clarifications. For the collective, what do we have? Victory is here. Kick defeat out the door. That's like a song that I love. Overflow. It's not even called Overflow. Get Ready, I believe is what it's called. From my other YouTube tarot channel. Tell me if you find it. Success. You're unwilling to... Now for some of you, I'm just going to say it as it is. You are unwilling to come off route of your soul destiny. And that's what I'm seeing here. If you are in soul alignment and somebody just comes in, the answer is no. And like, that's what I'm seeing over here. Do kind of, well, look at that. Wheel of Fortune. For the collective, their life went on private. Why the Hermit card for their life went on private? Yeah, and for some of you, you have a large following, okay? Look at that, 3 of Cups over here. There's a lot of people in this reading. For some of you, you are in the public eye. You have a large following. You have a lot of eyes on you in some way, shape, or form. That could even be work. You're a boss, a project manager, whatever this is for you. The more, and this is beyond spirit now, because we do have door to spirit. This is logic. If you get 100 choices, 100 people, it increases the choices, it increases the risk of projection, right? You could have 3 people, and this is not opinion or spiritual. This is just simply logic. If you have 3 people in front of you, They may have opinions, whatever. If you get 300 people now standing in front of you, what's the word I'm looking for? The spectrum, right? The spectrum of the type of opinions and judgments upon you will greatly vary if we have 300 variables compared to 3 variables. When you are someone who has a kind heart, when you're someone who's in alignment, when you're just someone who like, I'm just a human, I'm a divine human, and I'm waking up every day higher, right? You don't have to pull up your sword for each and every time that there's some sort of illusion or projection upon you. The 7 of Cups is multiple options. It's also illusions. And again, this is like, yes, a spiritual tarot reading. This is logical math. 3 variables compared to 300 variables. And it does say celebrity over here. Like for some of you, you're in the public eye and your life went on private for protection. I'm going to dive a little bit deeper. For the collective, why do we have the Hermit card, 3 of Pentacles, and the 7 of... The Star card, I can't make that up. 1111 as I say that. Or for some of you, I'm going to say it as it is. You're a celebrity. A celebrity, you're someone who has a large social media following. You're a celebrity on your street, okay? You know, or like you, either way, all eyes on you in some way, shape, or form. To the point that you have to, oh, look at that. 3 of 1. I didn't see that underneath this card. You are someone that you wake up every day and again, like even if it's at work, you get 300 employees pissed off at you all the time out of like the 1,000, right? And so you actually live a life, and this is what people don't see. You have a beautiful, kind heart and you are in soul alignment. It's not even good for the nervous system to have to wake up with a sword every day. It's not good for the nervous system. It's not good for our bodies, for our spirits. And what I'm seeing here is you are someone that you have perhaps a soul lesson of learning boundaries in a way that's a little bit more uncomfortable. Like, you know, maybe boundaries in a way that other people may not have them. You know, you're someone that it does show private life over here. And we're going to dive deeper before we keep channeling. You know, but I mean, confirmation, you know, you're a star. You have all eyes on you in some way, shape, or form. You shine bright like a star, no matter who you are or in what way that this resonates with you. But what people don't see is you have to wake up with a sword every day. And it's as simple as complex, though, as, you know, like say just you're a project manager and there's even other managers, you know, underneath you in teams. You know, that one person pissed off at you in the email, they don't realize that you have 50 other people on a daily basis. You know, it's like that. So let's dive deeper. For the collective, their life went on private, and here's why. Why the Justice card? Why Justice card over here with the 3 of Swords? Why 3 of Swords and the Justice card? So you're following divine order, divine justice, confirmation of the 3 of Cups, friendship. And where's the collective's energy in this Justice card? You're sad over here because somebody could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We also have Scorpio. 5 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody projected upon you in some way, shape, or form here. It was a page energy. Who is this page, or what is this page here? Oh, this page betrayed you. 10 of Swords here. For the collective, why do we have the Hangman? For their life is about to go on private. Wow. Who are you? Like watching me right now. But you don't have to say it in the comments publicly. You could tell me in the email, like, who are you? Because it didn't work. It didn't prosper. This person tried to destroy you, but this was a big lesson for you. This page. What this page represents is all of these people in your life. This could be the people that watch you. This could be your employees. It could be people that you oversee. This could be your street, your hometown, your community. You will not be anyone's sacrifice. And what I'm seeing here is you are someone that this could already be your life, or you need to know you're about to be seen. All eyes are about to be on you. And because of that, look at what is here at the end. As you establish the boundaries, which I will say, you have such a beautiful heart in this reading. These are boundaries that you don't even want to set on your own. Like if it was your free will, your choice, you have a party, like you do not want to even have to set these types of boundaries. It feels like it's more of the truth of how your reality is. It's the truth of what life really is like for you. Where like rose-colored glasses coming off, illusions coming off, not everyone's a good person in the world. And logically, again, like rose-colored glasses coming off, you can have a good heart and you could approach a group of 300 people with pure intentions. That doesn't matter. And that's just how the world is, right? It's not how our beautiful hearts, especially as an empath, as a sensitive, whatever resonates with you, again, we have charming, graceful, kind-hearted, but it's understanding that that's not the world. We're in this world. We're not of it, And what I'm seeing here is there's a big awakening of who you are. You are a 10 of Pentacles, baby. You are the Empress. You are him. You are her. You are they. You truly are in this reading. By the end of this reading, you will not be anyone's sacrifice. Everything is restored for you. And it taught you a really big lesson when it came to boundaries. Ace of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, the Empress. Where like, say, for example, again, say you're a project manager and you have an employee that, just kind of like, say they weren't showing up. And so you had to write them up. You had to whatever. That person's an a-hole. I'm going to come after them. Or it's like, I'm just trying to do my job. It's like that kind of thing here. It's okay to, I don't want to use the word gatekeep. It's okay to like have some boundaries of your heart, of your energy, of your personality, even like whatever it may be here. Not everybody deserves all of you. And the way that that's worded right there. Not everybody deserves all of you. And you're someone who really would put your heart, your heart is on your sleeve kind of thing. So just give like a little bits and pieces, and like, not that you want to give them bits and pieces. And these people, you need to know that they're not going to be happy either way. If you give them all of you, they're going to find something wrong and they're going to punch the mirror. If you give them a little bit, who did that person think that they are? And then you give them all of you, I don't want this anyway. Oh, I'm sorry. It's like what I'm seeing in my mind's eye with that is like someone who orders so much food at a restaurant and then like, no, sorry, it's already cooked, like kind of thing. That's what I'm seeing here, and by the end of this reading, you are him or her or they. You really are. And it's just you seeing that. Eagle's eye view, because God, the heavens, sees you that way. And I do see that you're such a pure soul. You're humble in the sense that you don't want to see yourself that way. So the rose-colored glasses are coming off here of like, hey, hangman over here. There's a big perspective shift and awakening when it comes to who you are. And it does say beauty here. So just confirmation. You're coming from a beautiful place within and without. But because you have pure intentions, you are even protected from the projections of others, the spiritual attacks of others. Who do they think they are? They're such an a-hole. You're protected because you're absolutely not an a-hole. Okay, that's what I have for you. I do hope that it resonates in a positive way. What are some cards of advice for the collective on their life just went on private, and here's why. Ooh, look at that. 10 of Cups, dream life or marriage. 7 of Wands here. Your life truly went on like airplane mode. Do not disturb, private life. 7 of Wands, but only for sacred protection. Like this really isn't coming from your ego. This is necessary protection for you. Okay, we do have the Lover's card. So that's what I have for you. I do hope that it resonates in a positive way. Let me grab actually a few more oracles of advice. What's some advice for the collective's life just went on private? It's okay. Look at that, soulmates. People will be pissed off, but it's okay if you conceal. I don't want to use the word gatekeep, but have boundaries with your depth. Not everybody can swim at your depths. And not everybody deserves to see your depths when they haven't even traveled their own depths. So these are, also people that like you put your heart on your sleeve. You're such a open, vulnerable, deep person. These people don't even swim where you swim anyway. Like these people, yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. All right. It's okay to obscure your value a little bit, What do we have for the collective on their life just went on private? Here's why. The map maker of destiny. Again, there's something here of just, you're someone who's very focused on your success, your goals, your soul destiny, whatever resonates with you. Authentic purpose, inspiration, and then free will over here. All right, I'm going to grab just some final cards. What is a final message for the collective on their life just went on private? What do we have for the collective on their life just went on private, and here's why. Third eye chakra. Okay, now we do have door to romance, so there's some like love cards in this reading. But in general, collective success is manifesting for you. Okay, you are in soul alignment, and soul destiny is, I almost want to say doors and roads are being opened. All right, sixth chakra, the third eye over here. And we do have the big picture, angelic help. All right. Now with third eye, it feels like there's been a third eye opening in your life. Like doors are opening, third eye opening. For some of you, you came to this realization through some sort of awakening. And what I'm seeing here with this third eye, and Archangel Metatron can also resonate with you. Rose-colored glasses have come off, though, within and also without of you. All right, so that's what I have for you. I do hope that this resonates in a positive way. I'm sending you all so much love and so many blessings to your day.